Welcome back, friends, followers, and transients, to another episode of Ostriv with me, Vapor, and winter is super eerie. Can you hear that? No, me neither. There's literally no birds, nothing. The ambient sound seems to cut out as soon as the season changes. I don't know if this is a glitch with my version or if this is how the game is. I suppose we'll find out once the snow goes, but it's really odd. Like the sounds kick in when the game loads, and then that is it. Anyway, so in this episode we are going to build our smithy, which we have everything for. Thankfully, as you can see here, it was warning us we were running out, and if we ran out and not built this, it would have been game over. Wow, that kind of sucks. Then we have our boatyard. I think I have everything I need for that. I need to understand how this thing works up here because I don't quite understand it. What do we need for this? 67 wood, 134 nails. So we have everything but wood. Awesome. Apparently there is an extensive README file in the game. Thank you to those of you that pointed that out to me. That tells you how to do everything. Well, to a degree. But do you know what? I'm going to ignore it. And I'm going to make mistakes because that's more fun. Also, I did kind of a interesting thing that I picked up from Noble Rambler is if you plant these trees, you essentially are reforesting the area. I had to remove one tree. I don't get why it's saying that, but these are going to take several years to grow. But as you may well have noticed, our lumberjacks do not replant trees; they solely chop them. So unless you're going to use another forest, which we probably will at some point, it is a good idea to try and plant some new ones in. There is a lot of instant build things in this game. So as it stands, the bench is one of them. It doesn't take anything to build that I can see, which is fairly useful. And I'm going to be with Noble Rambler on his opinion about where you can place things. As you can see here, you can't place directly by the fence, which is so odd. You can place it around the back, but I guess this is an aid to stop people blocking the entrance. I think this is more of an aid to the game itself than it is to stop us. Maybe it's telling the game you can't place a fence here, but that doesn't really help us much, so I hope that kind of disappears at some point, but we can get close enough. See, the sound effects are working, there's just no ambient sounds. But we're just going to try and squeeze a couple of these fences in. They will sit on them out in the cold. They usually come up here and sit there, but that's fine. We can dot a few of these around just to keep people happy. See, this one's not so bad. But I think we'll just... The mouse is super excited in this game. It does like to whip around really quick, as you can see. Let's drop one there. Anywhere, I mean, that's where they stop and take a break. Otherwise, they're going to walk all the way back here. I'm not sure if they can carry food with them or not, but if they're just going to go back for a rest, then if we can try and keep them close to where it is they're working, that would be awesome. Okay, how's our smithy getting on? Reserved clay wood nails. We're getting very close now. Brilliant. We can't fish in the winter because the river is frozen over, as you can see. Fantastic. Not that we have the boats to do it anyway. The next kind of thing we're probably going to do after this and the boatyard is build some farms. Now that sounds nice, but it sounds quite complicated from what I've been told so far. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. I do believe some of these are free. So if you hover over them, so hay storage doesn't cost me anything, as you can see. Because it tells you that it holds to 4 carts, so the cart parking doesn't cost me anything. Neither does the wooden bridge, allegedly. I don't believe that for a second. Maybe once you span it across, it will give you a price. But the market stall allows to sell goods, up to 4 goods to citizens. So I'm guessing that's 4 types. So at this stage, we've probably not got very many. This area is almost kind of redundant now, I suppose. We've got some storage buildings here. We've got the well. And the houses are here, so I kind of feel like we should have some kind of market square going on. I think we put one of these in here and it builds instantly. Now a woman will be assigned to this because this is one of the jobs that females can actually do. We can actually select what they're going to do. I'm going to guess it's going to be things like dried fish and stuff like that. So if we select those, we've not got half of this at the moment. But it gives you a good idea of what is going to be available. We're going to grow potatoes, so hopefully we can kind of use that. Chicken, egg, chicken meat, milk, potato. I'm guessing we don't have half of this stuff, but we'll put it on there anyway. What else have we got that is instant build that we could use? The hay dryer produces hay from nearby grass. We're going to need that at some point. I'm not too worried just yet. The cart parking sounds interesting. Now they use this to transport goods around, to build. So they'll take a cart from here to grab this to go elsewhere. They'll do the same with the logs. I guess they'll do the same with the smithy. I'm not too sure about the fish. So I'm wondering if, because you can have more than one of these things. So let's rotate you around. It's still very close. I was going to place it up there, but maybe it depends how we're going to expand. We're probably going to need some near the farms. I mean, just if it's not going to cost me anything, just from an aesthetic point of view, having some carts parked up here would look quite cool, I think. Yeah, and that cost me nothing. That's brilliant. I bet the carts cost money though. Click to order a cart. Yes. How much does that cost? It doesn't say. Interesting. I don't like that. I like to know what's actually going on. We'll put a bench up here if we can rotate it enough. So what have we got going on up here? Wagons. 0. Fishing boats. 0. I guess you have to make them. Sheep, pigs. Open vacancies. 2. Water supply is sufficient. Jobs are available, but no housing is available and not enough food for sale. So I guess this is to do with migration. This is for people actually wanting to come and live with us. What have we got up here? Are we making any money? So previous year, nothing, because this is our first year. So currently this year, we're making a negative, so we're making a loss. So where are we getting our money from? Housing, rent, local sales, not exporting anything, and expenses are salary. So I wonder if wealth, is this their wages? Is this how much money they own? Is it their wages? Is it how much that we're charging them? I'm not too sure. So 170 expenses, right? The wages are through the roof. I guess some people are not working for us. If you think, build a town hall to gain more control over the economy. Ooh. Clay? Oh wow, we need a ton of nails to do that. How big is that building? That feels like it should be here somewhere. But maybe we'll build it somewhere down by the river. I think that might, because it could look quite nice. Not that we have like lots of decorative tools or something, but I like the idea of it being like somewhere like that, looking out across the river. And we can build some more houses and stuff around that. Let's whack the speed up, because this snow is not going anywhere. I wonder where the cart comes from. I'm guessing, because you can, with this one you can order boats, can't you? Yes. But you need to have built this, so there must be a cart building facility. That sounds really strange. What have we got? A weavers, a tailors, oil, produces oil, okay, thatchery, smithy, carpentry, wagons, aha. That answers that question. Okay, so let's assign a worker to this. Resource supply, worker by cart, labour by hands, worker by hands, okay. Oh, we have wagons as well. Can we use wagons to transport things? It doesn't say. Oh, there we go. So, stored iron, nails. Where are they getting the iron from? Is it going to be these rocks? Are these stone or iron? I don't see a mine, so they've got to be getting it from somewhere. I'm going to have to keep an eye on... Here we go. Showpath. What are you up to? You're sitting on a bench. Okay, so you're going to go back to work. He's carrying 10 nails. 10 more nails? Is it the same nails? Is he producing nails that quick? Stored 50. Wow, he produces nails quick. Okay, let's continue building this because we're going to need the food. We probably could do with another house at some point. Let me have a look at 3 years old. No children. No children. So we got 2 children. We got 3 children. That Vlad is 7 now. Wow, he's aged a lot in that short period of time. Now we know we've got everything coming in that we need. I think we should look at a farm. Yes. Although I'd like to be able to see the actual grass when I do this. But this area looks quite flat up here. So we will... Where's the entrance to the farm? It's that side. Let's kind of go somewhere like this. Maybe if we can line it up with this area here a little bit. So they kind of run directly in. I have a feeling having some carts over here would be beneficial as well. A cow shed. A place for breeding cows. How do you get cows? You have to trade for them. When you buy cattle... Okay, that answered that question. I'm not going to read the rest of the blurb. We have to buy them. Windmill. I'm guessing potatoes or something like that are going to be the easiest first food to actually do. Weavers from hemp. So we need to grow hemp as well. We don't need hay if we've not got animals, do we? So I'm not going to worry about that for the momento. So housing and food. Yeah. Food is going to be the thing. There's nothing really telling me about food, though, is it? It's telling me kind of what animals and things I have. But there's nothing saying this is how much food you've got. This is how much food you're using. That would be pretty helpful. I have no idea how much food they eat per season. It's, yeah, that's a little bit worrying for me. I don't like that part of it. But I guess, given time, those features will be added. If maybe they could already be there and I'm just completely oblivious to them. It is entirely possible. Okay, so how are we getting on with this building? I have no clue what these things mean. Does this mean... Wait a minute, these are slightly darker here. So, here comes a cart. Okay, and here comes the builder, I'm guessing. Oh, right. So the wood and the nails... So I'm guessing we're almost done. Ah, yes, okay. So we'll hire a person to this. Resource supply, we know. So if I order a boat... Ah, so it tells me fishing boat client. So it tells me exactly who has asked for it. Awesome. Can't complete an order in winter. That's probably because they can't sail the boat across. I've seen that happen when I've been playtesting the game. So because it's frozen, they can't do it. But there's nothing wrong with making one. Maybe 2. Can we order another one? I mean, it looks like maximum of 3, but I'd like to stock up on fish if not anything else. It doesn't mean we've actually got the people to do it, but hey ho, we have a farm. What are we waiting on here? Nails, 82. Okay, this chap was churning out nails like they were going out of fashion. How many have we got? Does it tell me in here? No. One of these it does. I didn't need to click on that really, did I? We've got 278. Oh my goodness, we've got tons of clay. Can I turn people... Oh, right, they just naturally go in there, don't they? Water, food. Water, to me, feels low, but I guess it's not. Wood, thatch, clay, iron. Iron is an issue. Where are they getting the iron from? I've still not figured that out. Can we click on you? Let's watch what you do. I have a feeling it's the rocks. But there's none. That looks like a resource you can deplete, which is a little bit concerning. But he seems to be making a lot of nails. And then we got education. I don't believe schools are in the game yet. Religion, health. No. Okay. Oh, the snow is starting to melt. Let me slow the game down. I feel like I should change the music to something a little bit more classical at this point. Like there's a song in my mind. I don't know the name of it, but it kind of... It just makes it feel very kind of spring. I might do that. As I did point out in the last episode, there is no background music. I did add some to it. Hopefully it was kind of fitting for the game. It was difficult to find something, in all fairness. But I went with that. My reeds are back. Awesome. Not that we were going for them. This is definitely iron, I think. And can't complete order in winter. Well, there's water now. Can you do it? Can I cancel the request? I can just order all 3, but I can't cancel. Yeah. Is it still classed as winter though, even though the water is available? Have I broken it? Bet you I have. Where are you going? You're going from home to work. I want to know where he's getting the iron from. Oh, here we go. I don't know. They've just left the building. I was getting all excited for a second then. Ah, building a boat. There we go. So from the beginning of March, once the snow is completely gone, he's willing to work. How's our farm getting on? We are getting there. Okay. Problem is, we're going to run out of workers, aren't we, if you think about it. So I've currently got 3 in here. All work is done and nothing to do now. What does that mean? Oh, so this is the maximum amount of stored, I guess. Ah, I didn't know you could do this. So 1,000. So I can click on these buildings and say how much. There's nothing for food, but thatch and reed. So if I drop that down, what will Yolodslav go and do? Will he go and do something else? How are we doing for reeds and thatch? So thatch is 19, so we're almost there. So when it hits 20, I'm guessing he won't do anything. So I could potentially, at this stage, free somebody up. Or, yeah, I can. Okay, so let's free you up. I don't know if I want to take 2 people away. Let's take 2 people away for the moment. I have to keep an eye on the wood. And where's firewood? 200 as well. We're in the middle of summer, so I think we're fine. Does that mean people come and work over here? Hiring. Okay. What happens if I speed the game up? Here we go. Yep, those other 2 people have now come across to do a bit of work. Epic. Oh, we have a boat. Awesome. And here we are. He's going to sail it across for the fisherman. Very kind of him. A proper courier service. And here we go. Well, he's got his little hat on there. He's going to come out and he's going to get us some fish. Okay. Are you fishing? Can we click on you? We can't. Can we click on you this way? Click on this. Click on you. There we go. I want to know how much fish you've just gained. Oh, he's got a whole bucket full. He's got 0.1 of a fish. Ooh. Is that a lot? I'm not sure. How much do they have in their homes? I guess a 0.01 of a fish isn't exactly low. Does that mean the market lady will come and get them? Or do they have to be... Oh, they have to be dried first. Is there an option for just fish in general? No. Huh. So how do we dry a fish? I'm guessing it's something in here somewhere. Tailor, hay dryer, carpentry, smithy, clay pit, windmill, farm. Okay, that's transport. Granary workers collect chosen resources, have them stored in one place. It's useful to have a granary close to a market. Okay. I'm not seeing anything here that would indicate dried fish. Or do they just dry it here naturally? Do we need another worker? What happens if we chuck another person in there? Not that they can work right now, because I'm not seeing anything where the fish are being hung up. So I'm not too sure. Oh, who are you? Are you the reed person? You are. I guess the reeds don't run out, so you only need one little patch of them. You can see the path that he's been constantly walking. Should probably put him a bench halfway through. I mean, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? I mean, that's what a thoughtful mayor would do. There you go. Should you need a rest halfway through your walk. They're now picking up some clay. How are we doing with wood? So firewood 200. Wood is dropped a little bit. This is taking its sweet old time. Labourers are getting resources. What do we need? Clay. Yeah, so they're bringing clay across. We still need one more. Oh no, he's just unloaded all the cart. So even though the cart was here, he had to wait for him to unload every single item. The attention to detail is fantastic. Like the realism. I say that now, and we were going to have a plague or something, and I'm going to really hate the game. You know it's going to happen. What are you waiting for? You're building a boat. Okay. Can we see you building a boat? If we can rotate this camera without flying off the screen? No, we can't. How much fish have we got? 0.5 fish. Ooh. Is there a lady working at the market? I think there is. I can't quite see. Yes, she is. She's standing there. But it doesn't tell me what she has in the market, which is not very useful. A camp center, there's the mayor. Camp storage, we have some iron. So maybe that's where he was getting his iron from. This farm is taking an eternity to build. Maybe I've assigned too many people. Let's unassign you. I'm hoping you're not the one on the boat. Because we're in March now. We've not even got the farm. We could potentially run out of food before the end of the season. We've got people sat down on the bench here taking a load off. We should probably put more benches in. You rotate you just a touch and have you there. You could probably squeeze one in up here somewhere as well. There we go. Aha. Finally. Oh, we now have 2 boats. Excellent. So do we have any unemployed people? Looking for jobs, 6. And they're all women. Damn. Although we don't need someone in here constantly. He's getting wood. Sounds exciting. So once he's got the 3rd boat, I can actually probably take him out of there. Doesn't seem like a reason to keep one. There's nothing to say that these boats decay over time, or do they? Oh, they do. Look. There's a little bit of decay. It doesn't tell you that. So we got you. I click the other one. Yeah, so that one's full. That one's got a little bit. So you will need to replace your boats. Well, there's something interesting. I didn't know that. That was just like an assumption. Awesome. So you do need another boat builder. So something to bear in mind, I suppose. Maybe I'm the first person to realize that. Maybe I'm not. So hopefully I've given you a little bit of an insight there. Iron 5. So we are running out of iron. I've not seen an iron mine or anything though. So what else have we got? Shoemakers, weavers, tailors. So hemp. Oh, hit the microphone. Textile, carpentry, smithy, tannery, slaughterhouse. Well, we've not got any cows. I'm wondering if we should build a carpenter's. Makes a little bit of sense, doesn't it? I mean, I'd like it here, but you can't demolish buildings, can you? Although, can we get this in here in a way that would look right? Where's the entrance? It's there. Kind of like the idea of having the carts around it as well. We've got those trees growing. Is wood still okay? Wood 205, firewood 207. Yeah, so even though there's one person in here, yeah, we're fine. This farm is taking ridiculous amounts of time. I'm a little bit concerned, to be honest. Maybe we should free you up. We don't need the 3rd boat just yet. Can you go and do something else? How's the damage on these things? It's not, yeah, it's not intense, is it? Okay, so somebody's taken the fish. Where has it gone? I don't know what you've got here. Has it gone straight into houses? Let's see what people have got, because they didn't have fish before. Where has it disappeared to? Huh. So maybe she does have it. Is this her? Okay, yep, that is her. So there's nothing around here. It's definitely gone from here. 1.1. Or maybe that is what we actually have. Maybe I'm getting a little bit overexcited. How are we doing for water? One of these gives you a little bit of information, doesn't it? Water is 10. Okay, seems good. It looks like we're making more money. Oh, right, because we're only part way through the year. Is this number going up? It is. Oh. We're not in a good place, are we? Here we go. All those extra labourers now. Fantastic. Let's whack the speed up just a touch and see if we can get this farm in place. I think I'm going to need to read up a little bit, maybe, on the farm. I don't want to, if I'm honest. I kind of just want to learn it the hard way. That's how I learnt Banished, until I discovered Let's Plays, of course. And then, yeah. See, the thing is, if I don't tinker around looking at stuff, and I read the book on how to play the game, I wouldn't have seen things like decay rates on boats. Right, what's going on in here then? So, labourer limit 20, workers, order a plough, plough none, field assigned. So add a field. Wait a minute. Let me try that again. Can we not select what's going in the field? No. No clue how big the field should be. Okay, so we're just going to drag along here and hope for the best. Whoa, that's too close. Right, okay, maybe not. Let's try somewhere here. How big is that? Max output at 10. Okay, so let's make this a little bit bigger. See if we can make this fence max output 17. That seems like an awful lot, just based on how much food they're using. Well, let's go for it. This field has wheat, so if we change this to potatoes, it tells me about the nutrients, but we'll deal with that in a second. That is on there. Okay, so if we activate, do we have to click farm as well? So ploughing is skip. Oh, it tells you everything that's going on. Farm. Labourers, we need to assign somebody, I suppose. So what can we figure out? So we didn't skip. So we didn't plough. So we got sowing, growth, what is that word? I've never seen that before. Oh, ripens. I feel like such an imbecile. Ignore that. I should edit that out, but I'm pretty sure quite a few of you are going to enjoy that. Then we got harvesting. So we got these nutrients. It doesn't tell me what they are. Maybe it's things like potassium and stuff like that. I think you need stuff like that in soil, don't you, when you're growing flowers and plants and food and all that sort of stuff. Let's put a bench in here as well. So potatoes, assign another. Is this all working? Because I'm not sure. Active. That's going to take me to the farm or the field. Let's speed it up because I want to see. Here we go. Oh, so all the labourers come and do some work. Are these women? They are. So women are farmers. Wow. So all these labourers. What does the worker actually do then? So they're now currently sowing. Okay, that makes sense. I feel like we should probably have more than one field in all fairness. But look, hey, if we like fail and completely lose, I'll start over. I'll get us to a similar position. And in fact, I could just save the game. Although it is saving on its own, isn't it? Yeah. But yeah, I just kind of want to figure it out. I feel to me that, what was it, maximum food 16. When you bear in mind how little food they've been eating, I really hope we're on the right track. Okay, that's working fine. So what are we waiting for now? So we're waiting for it to grow. Are we going to get to see this? Because this looks exactly the same at this point. We didn't plough, but we can make a plough soon. So I don't understand what the worker does, because all the labourers came in and did that work. Maybe there's something going on I'm not aware of. Resource supply. 1 more orders in queue. Click to open a vacancy. They're going to make a cart, because that's the one that I ordered from here. Doesn't tell me... Is it just wood? Okay, it just takes wood. How are we doing for wood? 200. Firewood, 200. It's not really budged. Oh, it tells me. Is this how much I've got stored in general? I think it is, isn't it? Uh-huh. Yeah. Excellent. Let's slow the game down. Where did he go? You can actually see him making it, but he ran off. Ah, never mind. So how do we make a plough? Do we order it for it? Order a plough. Need 2 adult oxen and a carpenter building. So I can't order it until I have oxen, which means I need to trade. Okay. There's so much going on in here. A granary, that would make sense as well. He says to have it near a market. I feel like I'm squishing everything in. But I kind of want the granary near the farm. I mean, it's close, isn't it? It is close enough. Let's whack you in here. Get you up and running if we so need you. I'm not too sure. Let me know what you think about what I've done so far. I'm really hoping I've got this right. If not, it's potentially a good spot to end it, because you can let me know for the next episode, and hopefully we can save ourselves should there be any issues. But on that note, thank you very much for watching. But until next time, as always, take care.